Welcome to the Cooper Associates ground in Taunton. How does it feel now you've arrived for the first time since signing for us?
Yeah, it's nice. It's the weather's not great, but yeah, it feels like a first sort of almost new school, first day at school for me. I've just met everyone around the ground, and a few of the lads are down in the gym and getting ready for winters away. So everyone's been really friendly, and I can't wait to get stuck in now.
Now, obviously, you had 6 years at Yorkshire, and here you are, sort of probably coming not into the last 5 or 6 years of your career, maybe last 10 years or whatever.
We'll see.
But realistically, what's the attraction to come down to somewhere like Somerset?
Well, it's nice to have a fresh challenge in your career. I've achieved quite a lot at Yorkshire. The last couple of years we probably haven't really been challenging for the championship, which is a big pull for me. I think Somerset have been at the right end of the table, other than when we were in a relegation together at Middlesex. But I want to win trophies, and I'm getting on a little bit now. I want to make the most of my last few years, and I'm really excited by this group of players at Somerset at the minute, and they're challenging for not just one trophy but a couple each year. So. And you obviously are keen to play in all three formats of the game? Yeah, definitely. I don't see myself just as a red ball bowler. I think I've got a good record in that, and some people may pigeonhole me a little bit, but I played 10 or so 2020 games this summer and did quite well and took some wickets in that. So I know what I'm doing with a white ball.
And obviously people down here remember you got your 5 against us down here, and then you got some more wickets against us up there. So Somerset and you have sort of got something going between us.
Yeah, I like to prove a point. I haven't got a great record here historically, but this season went really well. And obviously the game against Somerset at Headingley, whether we got stuffed, I did quite well. But it had come out in the press that week that I was joining, so it was a strange week for me anyway. But I like to be put in those situations where I like to prove a point. Sort of makes me focus and concentrate a little bit more.
What do you think you're going to bring to Somerset that maybe is going to help tip the scales and help us win that bit of silverware that we're all hungry to win?
Well, I've got as skills-wise, I'm a wicket-taking bowler, so as long as I can fit into the team and help them out, and we get on, I'm going to get on with the lads, and we'll have some fun. But ultimately, I want to win trophies. I like to think I'm a strong character, and I turn up for the big games. I've got experience of winning trophies in recent years, so hopefully I can just add a little bit of knowledge and experience to this current crop. But I don't think this current crop needs an awful lot to go their way, really. It's just a few little tweaks here and there, but as I said, I just want to contribute to the team as much as I can.
Now, Somerset's got a huge following. I mean, you probably remember when Yorkshire came down here. I know the Tykes are pretty big followers of the game, but here, it's nothing to get sort of 2,500 on a championship day. I mean, what do you want to say to those people who are coming to see you?
Please be nice. No, it's at the end of the day, it's entertainment industry, isn't it? And I play the game in a way where people can see me, because I'm quite a visual sort of player. I get excited when I take wickets, and when teams win, I'm trying to play with a smile on my face. I don't take myself too seriously, but ultimately I'm a big competitor, and I like to win games of cricket, and you'll see a lot of passion from me as well.
Now, most people will know you probably because of your headband that you wear. Just talk us through why you wear that jacket. It makes you look very combative when you're out there.
Yeah, I don't probably need it as much anymore. But I had long hair when I started my carear, down sort of shoulder length hair, and it used to keep the hair up my eyes when I was bowling. I do sweat quite a lot as well, so it has got a function to it. But yeah, it just kind of became part of the image, isn't it? And stuck with it. It feels a bit odd now if I don't bowl with it, to be honest. It's kind of a normal reaction to dip into my pocket when I'm at the top of my run-up. So we'll have to sort something out with the shop or people here to sort out some either maroon or black ones. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. Hopefully we'll get a nice new design out and people will buy them.
Taunton's very much a cricket town. I'm sure that other places you've played maybe have been Premier League football towns, teams to follow, but Taunton's a place where everybody talks about cricket all the year round. I mean, is that good for you?
Yes and no, I suppose. I like to get away from cricket when I'm not playing, to be honest with you. I'm always happy to talk about it, and I love the game, but I love my rugby union as well, and I know Taunton might not be a rugby town as such, but there's a lot of decent rugby teams are in the area. But yeah, I love my sport and all sports, so if anyone's happy to talk about cricket, then I'll go for it. And
obviously you're down here hopefully to sort of sort out somewhere to live, so you're planning to live locally in Taunton?
Yeah, initially I might move in with one of the lads in the spare room. I think Bessie's offered me one of his spare rooms, so it'd be nice to sort of get to know the area. We're living with people who are around a lot. But long term, particularly maybe next year onwards, I'm going to look to buy. I've got a place to sell in Leeds at the minute. So, I've become a bit of a local. My mum's from Bath, so this is probably the nearest family link I'm going to get in the pro game, probably playing for Somerset. Being an Oxford boy myself, it's almost West Country, isn't it? So at least I sound like everyone down here almost. Up north, I didn't sound anything like. Everyone thinks I'm posh, which was hilarious.
And what are you going to be doing during the winter, Jack? I mean, what's the winter going to hold for you?
Initially, just coming in with the lads and getting fit and just being around the boys. We'll reassess in the new year, maybe if I can get away. But yeah, certainly until Christmas, I'll be in indoor school in the gym quite a lot.
Brilliant. Thanks, Jack.